Welcome to another edition of Background Noise. I'm Andrew, and today I'm going to be playing Zone of Enders. This is the HD collection. Skip that. Now, really interesting about this game, and, well, I guess both of these, is I remember renting the first one. I guess I shouldn't be going into options while I'm doing this. I've never played this before. I don't even know the controls. So that'll be terrible to watch. I really wanted to play this game when I was younger, when it first came out, for the PS2. In fact, I own it for the PS2. But I think I got it used at Blockbuster or something. But anyway, I do own it, and for some reason, it would never work on my PS2. I think I could get to the main menu, and I could click Start, I think. And then it just wouldn't work. It would just go to a black screen. I had a couple of games that did that. Mr. Mosquito was another one I remember renting as a kid. I remember, as a kid, not being able to play that game because there was specific promotional art that, as a 12-year-old boy, I really wanted to play that game. Anyway, so I've never been able to play this, and I've wanted to for a long time. I know it's made by Fox Studios or, whatever, Hideo Kojima, the guy who makes Metal Gear Solid. And Metal Gear, the Metal Gear series. And so, like, that was kind of the main reason That mecha's got a body on it! Oh, baby! Oh.
To complete this mission, you are expected to make
so I'm pretty excited to play this. Even if it costs us the colony. Okay, it's in English too, so it's a good start. Viola.
Axe and I will secure
Target Alpha through the colony shaft. That's the last place you want to go at night.
Skylight and Slash and Night Ray.
Colony shaft.
I'll carry out.
So I don't really even know anything about the story of this. I'm assuming it's going to be very anime-esque. Considering how over-the-top the Metal Gear games are, I can only imagine one that's set in space with giant robots is going to be pretty intense. That being said, I've never actually... Well, I can't say that. I've watched a lot of anime, but I've never really invested in, at least in any of the really popular mecha animes like Gundam or Escaflowne or whatever. I guess the only ones that I've watched, I don't know why. I can't even say that it turns me off because I've never even given them a chance. But, hey, it's the guy from Xenogears. Look at that. Eating the garbage. Well, I was just gonna say that I have watched Gurren Lagann, which this looks strangely similar to the beginning of that show.
No.
All he has to do is drill to the heavens. And I did really like Gurren Lagann, although I made the mistake of making that a show I watched while I was running on the treadmill, which I think has forever burned the entire series in sort of a negative connotation in my mind because I really don't like exercising. It's just one of those things that you have to do. And so the uncomfortable feeling of running for 20 minutes at a time, like I would watch one episode as one session of running. I know the series was good, but I feel like I should rewatch it because I've got that sort of situational memory of it that I really... Anyway. Another series that I absolutely loved was Full Metal Panic. All three of them, Fumofu, Second Raid, and the original. Really liked that series. I also really thought it was an interesting turn with Fumofu, where they made it into a comedy, because it actually worked really well with the dynamics of the show and whatnot. But anyway, yeah. That was a very good show. I don't think I've watched any other mecha shows, but even then, like, as anyone who's seen those shows would know, Gurren Lagann and Full Metal Panic are not exclusively mecha shows, and that might be why it was something that I don't know. I don't know why I feel like I avoid things like Gundam and Escaflowne. I've never watched them, so I can't really say. But this should be fun, because I get to play as a giant robot. In fact, I've heard one of the best games ever made is the Dynasty Warriors Gundam game. That is a lie. I've heard that game is terrible. So from what I've seen, this kid lives a very oppressive life. He's being freed by this robot. I'm going to assume he's the chosen one, chosen to pilot some sort of robot that nobody else can control.
I've taken control of Sector 03 by driving
Okay,
away
so
the
this
flies
is
that
Earth.
scourge our Earth.
So this is
Still
happening
no reaction
within
from Target Bravo.
I've managed
our
to
solar
get
system,
inside the
apparently.
main shaft.
Come on, Viola.
If the target is still alive, you are to withdraw.
No,
Just destroy it.
Don't underestimate them, or you'll end up dead.
I'm pretty sure this was made by Hideo Kojima, like, not just his studio. I remember hearing good things about it, but I also don't remember hearing good things about this HD release. But I guess I'm going to have to form my own opinions. I get the feeling this whole first episode is just going to be a cutscene, which doesn't really seem fair to you or to me. I know this is PS2, but the FMVs here really do not look very good. It could just be the PS2 being stretched onto the into HD. But I feel like that looks like a PS1 cinematic. Almost. Or like really early PS2, like Dark Cloud. But I don't think this game... Dark Cloud, by the way. That game was awesome. So was the second one. Yeah. This kid looks... He even looks like, the guy from Gurren Lagann. I can't even remember his name. Yeesh. I want to say Aaron, but I'm thinking of Attack on Titan. Pretty sure his name was not Aaron, but it was something very similar to that. And he drilled to the heavens on a regular basis. Alright, so just as I assumed... Oh my goodness. Turning into an old man. Yeah, he is the chosen pilot. This is a lot like Gurren Lagann. Finds a random robot, except it's not just a head, and gets inside, and sure enough, it works only for you. You now have AIDS.
Ready for combat operation.
Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, well this actually looks better than the cutscene did, which is weird. It does look very Metal Gear-ish. I haven't played Peace Walker yet. I'd like to, but I hear it's not worth its price tag right now, so... I also don't have the current gen systems, PS4 and Xbox One. I actually bought a PS4 on launch day. Okay, doesn't appear to be any tutorials. No, this is weird. Did I win?
I have confirmed that the
No, I must be dead.
all functions. You are correct.
Oh.
You did win.
Who are you?
I am Ada.
Ada? Ada Wong? She's in everything.
You are not the frame runner who was scheduled to pilot.
I also think
the
the girl from
orbital frame.
Parasite whose name was Ada.
I just
Can I
ran in
move
here while
while I'm
trying to escape.
Oh, okay, no, that wasn't a
I
button
have
press.
detected several targets
God.
inside the hangar, unable to confirm
Come
the exact location
on.
of this position. Move outside.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Wait, what? Training?
I will begin
Move.
explaining. Move.
Yeah, okay,
Move
thanks.
forward, backwards,
Got it.
Right,
Same as
and
it's been
left,
since the beginning of
using the
three-dimensional
left
video
stick.
games. Okay.
The
Okay,
Y
didn't know
button
that.
is to
Fair enough.
rise or ascend,
Okay.
and the A button
Alright.
is to descend.
Just like Dragon Ball Z.
The method of attack differs depending on the
Okay.
distance from the enemy.
So this is for my quick melee
This is
burst,
close-range condition.
and this is for my Kamehameha.
This
Okay,
is
come on.
long-range
Can I...
condition.
My buttons
That is
appear to
all
be having
for
no
the
effect.
explanation of move.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be... I should have really done this. What is wrong with my robot? He's packing quite the escape pod there. My goodness. Jeez. Is he robot powered by hydrogen fuel cells, or is he just happy to see me?
You will begin
Alright,
to
right trigger, dash.
Press RT while
Please move
moving.
faster. This is embarrassing. Oh,
It is
yeah!
useful when you want to
Dodge!
move rapidly and dodge an enemy attack.
Okay.
If you are not moving, you can begin
Ooh,
a burst
burst.
by pressing
That sounds
RT.
fancy.
I will
Oh,
explain
okay.
how
You're gonna
to
bait
use
me with
burst
that one.
later.
I see how it is.
That is
What if I
all
don't
for
want to
the
read the rest of the
explanation of dash
explanations?
and burst.
For the sake of this episode, because it... Can't even select them. Alright, normal attack. Oh, come on. This is just a disaster. Oh, okay! You get to shoot little Mega Man Buster balls. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, it's going to be the sword, because, well, you already made me do that, so I must know at least that much. I mean, I prefer in-game tutorials than this. Of course, I just finished Dark Souls 2 last night, which kept me awake far later than it should have. And, that game has no tutorials at all, and I, personally, I can appreciate what Dark Souls is, the franchise in general, the way it's designed, but there are certain things about it that I think are very, very, I don't want to say sloppy, but things that they need to change. For one, have a pause button. AVGN coined that a long time ago when he was talking about... Was it Ghostbusters 2? Back to the Future? I can't even remember what game it was now. Anyway. Have a pause button, is what he said, and it's absolutely true. I get that they probably don't want you to pause the game when you run into a boss so you can look up a walkthrough, blah, 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 but, I mean, I almost missed a phone call last week for a job because... Sorry, I should be going through these.
I will begin explaining.
Because I was fighting a boss, and luckily the phone started ringing just as I was landing the last hit. But otherwise, it's not the fact that I was knowing what the phone call was and ignoring it. You can't look away from the screen for 2 seconds in that game without dying. So, I don't know, have a pause button, have something. Or if the battery dies on your controller, you're screwed. Not such a big problem with PS3, but with the Xbox... It doesn't give you any warning before the controller dies, and it just kind of dies. It's pretty annoying. Alright, guarding! Here we go. I should have been paying attention to those other tutorials. RB to assume a guard condition!
Which will protect you from enemy attack.
Hooray!
Remember, you cannot
what?
From a burst attack.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Let's do it!
That is all for the
that was exciting! You could have just told me that with a button press guide. Grab and throw. Gabby J.
I will begin
EA.
Grab and throw.
Okay. That's the enemy. Press B button to grab. Okay. And that's what it's going to look like. You're going to give him a little hummer. And then once he's ready to go,
you can choose which direction
choose the left stick direction.
The enemy will be thrown.
That wasn't even a throw, you punched him.
That is all for the explanation of grab and throw.
Okay, end training. Hooray! I hope I get an achievement for that.
This is the
because
end
it felt
of the
like
session.
That really took a lot out of me just to go through those.
It is
dangerous to go alone. Take this Metatron ore.
From the nearest item box.
Metatron? Is he one of the evil Transformers?
It is an essential element of Jehudi.
Jehudi?
It is needed to automatically repair the body.
Didn't know Jehudi was in this game.
You must first get the Metatron ore.
Yay! Okay, you just touch it.
We have
good for me!
Completed automatic.
Hooray! I didn't take any damage though.
Now, following the arrow as indicated.
You know the weirdest thing? This isn't really going to sound that weird, but I've been inverted my... but I was going to say I've been inverted my entire life. That don't sound right. I've played inverted my entire life for first-person shooters, and even with camera movement and stuff, like the Y-axis. For some reason... when I came back from Korea, I didn't play any video games when I was over there, with the exception of the ones on my 3DS. Because I'm not going to bring my systems over there. It didn't make any sense. I didn't even have a TV. And then there's the whole, region stuff, power bars, etc. Oh, and when I came back, I couldn't play inverted anymore, and I have no idea why. Like, my whole life I've played inverted, and then I come back and it's just like, no, you don't know how to play inverted anymore. Which is fine. It's just weird. I just sort of thought that was like hardwired into my body. Burst! Is this charging a meter? No, I guess it is. Oh, okay, I got you.
We have shot down the enemy.
So yeah, I don't play inverted anymore. Not with camera or otherwise, which is really, it feels weird in a first-person shooter, but it feels right. It feels so weird, but it feels so right. Oh man, looks like she's packing heat too, goodness sakes. Hermaphroditic robot.
I found you.
No! I thought she saved... Oh man, she's freaking out. Come on! Take this! And finish! Oh, cinematic battles! Grab and toss! Oh, KO Neef.
Damn.
Neef? Nate?
Careless.
Viola,
Skate?
evacuate now.
It's weird, I was already thinking when I saw her of
It's just a kid. I can
Dot
take my
Hack,
kin even
specifically
without
GU,
weapons.
because for some reason I feel like somebody...
Evacuate
I
now.
don't remember now. Those games were awesome, by the way.
Don't you?
I think there was one that came out for PSP or the Vita, but I haven't played that. I do own a PSP, but not a
Look
Vita.
forward to the next time.
Those games were cool. I remember tracking down, because I was a very
Boy.
late bloomer when it came to the Dot Hack series in general,
The
that I had to
target has
order
disappeared. I can
volume.
detect no sign of
Because I think I found, like,
You mean
at
everyone's
EB
dead?
Games,
That is correct. Good
pre-used, I
work,
found
sir.
like 1 and 3 or something. So I finished 1 and I was like, wow, this game is awesome.
Noman to all units.
Can't play 3, but I have it.
Status.
So I had to order 2 and I think 2 and 4 off
Now
of
start destroying the
eBay.
nearby buildings.
But yeah, those were good games.
This is Night
I don't
Raid.
know if they've aged well, because I
Also
remember
arrived
it
at
being
Sector
very monotonous in
05.
terms of like
Should I just
Abdu
wait here?
all the time just
Yeah,
to
that's
move fast
correct.
enough and get through
Viola,
things. But then it was
report your
Dot Hack
status.
GU. That game
No
was
need for that.
freaking
You know
sweet!
what happened.
They basically took all the stuff I liked from the
Nobody
original
so
Dot
much.
Hack and made it better. And the last time I've seen any of those characters was in Project Crossdrome, which was also a very fun game. But I don't think it sold very well here, which is too bad. Because I paid full price for it. I ordered it when I was over in Kuriray, but I think I just saw a thing a couple days ago at Future Shop. I think it's on for like $10, which is ridiculous. If you don't have that game and you have a 3DS, pick it up. And unless you have never played a Capcom game, or a video
Condition
game,
has reached a level
or
of
whatever.
-8. Your combat operation will suffer substantially.
Well, this has been kind of an uneventful
I advise you to
episode,
take
but
some
I think I'm going to
medication
stop it
stabilize your
here.
condition.
And I don't know, do you want to see more of this game? I think I'll do one more episode, maybe. We'll see how it goes, if it picks up. So far it seems kind of bleh, but we'll see what happens. Anywho, this is Zone of Enders. There's 2 of them on here, 1 and 2. The HD collection. So I'll be back with more eventually. I hope you enjoy. You can leave your suggestions and comments in the comment section below. That's why it's called that. And I will see you on the next episode of Background Noise.